Okay, everybody. So this is Ian from Mindful Marketplace. It's the 23rd of December, 2022. Just did a short recording for our private course community on a brand new series of tools that you can use to build local directories, marketplaces, curated collections of content. Really good for whether it's profiles, products, people that you're actually creating like a directory of listings. Those sorts of sites are obviously very profitable. They're very popular. And while I'm not so interested in that myself these days, like that's not really the focus of my entrepreneurial uh, interest or attention, I know that a lot of folks in my orbit are interested in doing this. So here's a PDF actually that I created for our course community, but I want to showcase one particular tool here called Superstash. It's really quite impressive for a number of reasons. It's a software as a service rather than a WordPress based solution, and it's ridiculously affordable. It's in a like early stage sort of launch phase now, so you can actually get this software, which I'm going to show you at the back end of in a minute, for under $10 a month. And you can create unlimited directories, unlimited mini sites, microsites, collections, resources. Whether you're building 100 little micro directories that you want to sell, or you're building 100 little, mini sites that you want to actually publish in a local community. So let's say the best, financial advisors, the best CPAs, the best sushi restaurants, the best therapists, etc. You can do all this using this hosted service. Again, no plugins, no themes. You simply log in and go to work, and you can just continue to add new sites and new projects, in a hurry. It's really I'm really impressed with it thus far. I've only been playing around with it for a couple of days. I don't think it's really been live for more than a couple of weeks. I think it was initially available to use in a public way on the 28th of November. So I only am aware of this by dint of I've been on a list of folks who wanted to be updated or notified when this actual product became available, as a previous user of the Chipmunk WordPress theme, which was a really popular and still is a framework for creating curated content directories, resources, profiles, affiliate products, etc. Very popular in the last, I don't know, 5 years or so. I think the development on this is kind of waned a bit in deference to this software as a service. In other words, a hosted solution rather than a WordPress solution, which is now available as the founder has just published the platform. So I'm going to show you a quick walkthrough in a second, which you can watch, just a very basic setup, how I'm kind of navigating the back end of Superstash. You can try it again. It's ridiculously affordable. Like each individual WordPress site that you would launch has a cost. It has hosting. It has this, it has that. These are, Superstash is giving unlimited directories, websites, that you can create in one account, which is just like it's ridiculously just too good to pass up, right? So I signed up for a free trial a couple of days ago, and I've already converted that to a paid account when my trial runs up, and I'm really excited about using this for some of our own little pet projects in 2023 and beyond. Some of these other tools I've also showcased over the last couple of days. Obviously, most of you know I'm a big fan of Card's not really ideal for directories per se, but you can create them as I've only because there's no searchable element on your site, which is kind of important in my view for a real directory. But you can certainly create great landing pages using Card that showcase profiles, people, products, etc. And I encourage you to watch some of the videos I've done on that if you're interested in that. I'm certainly not an expert on any of these here, but I certainly have some experience that I think is worth sharing. So anyway, I'm going to give you access to the video in a second, and it's a separate clip But if you're watching this either on in our community, or I think I'm actually going to publish that on YouTube as well, I hope you get some benefit out of it, and I hope it excites you about building something great using this directory marketing model, authority sites, curated collections of content, profiles, affiliate products. All this is very easy to do on this new platform. Okie doke. Teach what you know, do what you love, wake up the world with your work. Video's coming in a second. I hope you enjoy it. And have a wonderful holiday weekend for those who celebrate. Thanks. Okay, so here is the back end of Superstash. This is a new directory I just set up last night for mindfulness books. We're going to go to another project that actually has some content added already. So here you can see 6 resources, 1 post, 2 pages, and this here says premiums. This is a custom post type, which you can actually create through the back end of Superstash. Really, really cool. I'm not going to go into all of the reasons why you'd want to do that. This just gives you an overview of the sort of back end experience that Superstash offers. So here are resources, collections, and comments. Then you have posts. Then you have pages, and then you have your custom types of content, which you can create as many of these as you need or want, and they are predicated on your own individual use case. Here are all the ways you can manage your domains. In the post type area here, you can create new post types. Again, I'm not going to do all this here. You can check that out if that's something that you're interested in doing. But if you look at, let's say, premiums here, I just created, my own. Ian, me, is a rock star, which is pretty much not true, but for the purposes of my own inner life, clearly after a glass or 2 of wine, that's how I attach myself in my own directory. All right, so let's go back and let's just show you really quickly how to create some resources and then how to actually add those to. All right, so I'll just take an existing resource. So we're going to view Trippy Hippie Henrietta. Henrietta is our favorite local florist. She's a featured member. That's the collection I signed her to. This is the website link that is associated with her. And then here she would be describing herself. This is Henrietta talking about Henrietta, or it could be you talking about Henrietta, contingent upon the type of directory you're interested in creating. Are you interested in adding your own favorite links, resources, featured products, people, profiles, etc., or are you interested in having your members add their own content, and describe themselves? Now, there is not yet the ability on Superstash to have members submit their own content. So, but that I'm sure is coming. It's on the roadmap, and certainly that was a big part of Chipmunk, which was the theme and framework built on WordPress that the proprietor, the developer behind this, created. So, I mean, that's coming. All right, so let's just add a new resource. All right, so you can add images. You can see the whole editor here. I mean, the editor, to my eye, is much more like uh, Ghost. I mean, it's not completely Ghost-like, but it's much more user-friendly than WordPress, at least in my experience here using it. I much prefer this sort of, UX. The just the aesthetics of it, the usability of it, the ability to cleanly and clearly see where everything is. There's not like a whole bunch of, like just pop-ups and, I mean, just WordPress can be a bit of a clusterfuck of content and, just complexity. And I don't really appreciate that. I like the simplicity of this sort of back end. Let's add a image. Let's assign it to a collection, and let's add a website. So here I'm going to link this. This is my affiliate link, or actually a tracking link for a product on our Gumroad platform that is taught by other people, but folks who are selling, some content on our platform. You can, do different things with bolding and, all the stuff that you would imagine would be part and parcel of a nice editor is available here. And then we're going to change this to published, and we're going to create resource. All right. And here is, let's see, here it is. Right. So we're going to view it. We'll vote it up. We'll go to our featured member collection. This is actually where it's, how the resource is categorized. It's in the featured members collection, right? So all the folks in this particular collection are, here, right? I mean, obviously, these are all things that I created myself. This is not a live site. Go back to collections. Here are some of the different collections that are available. Here are some of the resources that are available. And again, this is just me kind of playing around with the with Superstash, as a kind of test user. All right, there are lots of really cool things you can do here. You can add new site, you can manage sites, you can add new sites. You can really create an unlimited amount of sites using the back end of your Superstash account, meaning you could be creating, 10 mini sites in your local community for pizza restaurants, financial advisors, certified public accountants, the best sushi restaurant, the best therapist. I mean, you can do as many of these on a niche basis or on a local basis, industry basis, all within your Superstash backend. There's no extra WordPress. You don't have to install another WordPress site. You don't have to reinstall themes. All that sort of, kind of nonsense that is really time consuming is not on offer here, which is really makes this a very elegant and affordable solution. The cost for this is ridiculously low right now because they're in this beta kind of. They're not in beta, but they're in this very sort of beginning stage of the product. So it's, I think, $95 for the year for like unlimited sites, or you can pay by month and it's like $9.50 a month for, again, unlimited directory. So it's like $9.50, and you could have a complete a directory business with assets that you're selling, that you're creating, that you're recruiting members, and you can sell these sites. I mean, lots of folks did quite well selling sites that were built on the previous version of this idea. The Chipmunk theme was a very popular content curation platform where folks that I know actually sold their sites and did quite well with that. So, I mean, this is such a amazing opportunity if you're into this kind of business model that I would be remiss not sharing it. Again, I absolutely hate doing these videos. It's not really where where my interest lies these days. I want to be writing and teaching and creating content for authors and artists, and creating online courses and working with clients. But and I always tell myself I'm done with these like directory videos because it just generally just attracts an audience of folks that I'm not really that interested in working with or talking to, and you just get a lot of like sort of nonsensical questions and emails. But I know those of you who are serious about building this kind of business and are looking for a well-supported, highly refined tool that is going to grow and evolve and get better over time, this is a great opportunity to get in, while the getting is good. All right. So, again, you can see all the options here. You can, you have the ability to add new pages, new collections. I mean, you can just add a new collection the same way that you just added, or that I added, a new resource. And you can create parent collections. It's just all really elegant and really cool. All right, so if you're interested, you can check them out. I have a link in the video description box, our Mindful Marketplace affiliate link. So if you sign up using our affiliate link, let me know, and I'm happy to like give you some extra swag. But for everyone else, just check them out, and if you find that it's something that you're interested in doing, it's a great business model. It's very easy, and yeah, it's give it a go. Okie doke. Teach what you know, do what you love, wake up the world with your work. Thank you as always so much for watching, and have a wonderful holiday weekend. Thanks.